Three true haunted mansions horror stories. Story number 1, The Shadowed Halls of Ravenwood Manor. Nestled deep within the mist-shrouded forests of Ravenwood Manor stood as a silent sentinel, its imposing silhouette casting an ominous shadow over the land. For centuries, whispers of tragedy and sorrow had surrounded the mansion, earning it a reputation as one of the most haunted places in the region. Legend had it that the mansion was cursed, its walls tainted by the blood of those who had perished within its shadowed halls. One fateful night, the Lord of Ravenwood Manor, Sir Reginald Blackwood, had fallen victim to a fit of madness, slaughtering his entire family before taking his own life. Since that tragic night, the spirits of the Blackwood family were said to wander the halls of the mansion, trapped for eternity in a purgatory of their own making. For decades, the mansion remained abandoned, its once grand halls falling into disrepair as nature reclaimed the land. Yet despite its dilapidated state, Ravenwood Manor still held a sinister allure, drawing thrill-seekers and paranormal investigators from far and wide in search of the truth behind its dark past. Among those brave enough to venture into the depths of Ravenwood Manor was a team of intrepid explorers, determined to uncover the secrets that lay hidden within its walls. Armed with cameras, EVP recorders, and a steadfast resolve, they embarked on a journey into the heart of darkness, unaware of the horrors that awaited them. As they crossed the threshold into Ravenwood Manor, an oppressive silence descended upon them, broken only by the sound of their own footsteps echoing through the empty corridors. The air was thick with the scent of decay, and an icy chill clung to their skin like a shroud. With each step, the explorers delved deeper into the labyrinthine halls of the mansion, their senses on high alert for any sign of paranormal activity. Shadows danced in the flickering candlelight, and strange whispers echoed through the empty rooms, sending shivers down their spines. Suddenly, a blood-curdling scream pierced the silence, echoing through the halls of Ravenwood Manor. Panic surged through the group as they raced to locate the source of the sound, their hearts pounding in their chests. As they reached the grand staircase, they were met with a chilling sight. The apparition of Lady Isabella Blackwood, her ethereal form bathed in an otherworldly glow. With hollow eyes and a mournful wail, she beckoned them closer, her spectral presence a haunting reminder of the tragedy that had befallen Ravenwood Manor. With trembling hands, the explorers captured the encounter on camera, their evidence a chilling testament to the supernatural forces that dwelled within the mansion's walls. As they fled Ravenwood Manor, their hearts heavy with fear, they knew that they had witnessed something truly terrifying, a glimpse into the dark and twisted soul of a haunted mansion. Story number 2, The Ghosts of Greystone Hall. Perched atop a windswept cliff overlooking the stormy seas, Greystone Hall stood as a beacon of faded grandeur, its weathered stone walls bearing witness to centuries of secrets and sorrow. Once the opulent residence of the illustrious Devereux family, the mansion had long since fallen into ruin, its once gilded halls now haunted by the ghosts of its past. Legend had it that Greystone Hall was cursed from its very inception, its foundations built upon the blood-soaked soil of an ancient burial ground. From the moment the first stone was laid, tragedy seemed to follow in its wake, claiming the lives of all who dared to call the mansion home. Among the most tragic tales was that of Lady Evelyn Devereux, the youngest daughter of the Devereux family. Desperate to escape the confines of her oppressive upbringing, Lady Evelyn had embarked on a forbidden romance with a handsome, stable hand, defying the strict social conventions of the time. But their love was not to last, for tragedy struck when Lady Evelyn's father discovered their illicit affair. In a fit of rage, he banished the stable hand from the estate and locked Lady Evelyn away in the confines of Greystone Hall, determined to break her spirit and force her into a loveless marriage. Heartbroken and despondent, Lady Evelyn vowed to defy her father's wishes, determined to reunite with her beloved at any cost. Yet fate had other plans in store, for on the eve of her escape, tragedy struck once more. As Lady Evelyn made her way through the darkened halls of Greystone Hall, a sudden gust of wind extinguished her candle, plunging her into darkness. With each step, she felt the weight of the mansion's curse bearing down upon her, its malevolent presence suffocating her with its icy embrace. Suddenly, a figure emerged from the shadows, the spectral form of Lady Evelyn herself, her ethereal beauty a haunting reminder of the tragedy that had befallen Greystone Hall. With hollow eyes and a mournful expression, Lady Evelyn's ghostly presence drifted through the halls of Greystone Hall, her ethereal form illuminated by the pale moonlight streaming through the broken windows. As Lady Evelyn's ghostly figure materialized before her, a sense of overwhelming sadness washed over the explorers, their hearts heavy with sorrow for the young woman whose life had been cut tragically short. With each passing moment, Lady Evelyn's spirit seemed to grow stronger, her spectral form glowing with an otherworldly light as she beckoned the explorers closer. Filled with a mixture of fear and fascination, the explorers followed Lady Evelyn's ghostly form through the darkened corridors of Greystone Hall, their footsteps echoing in the empty halls. As they ventured deeper into the mansion, they were met with the chilling apparitions of other lost souls, the restless spirits of those who had perished within the walls of Greystone Hall. With each encounter, the explorers pieced together the tragic history of Greystone Hall, uncovering the dark secrets that lay buried beneath its crumbling facade. From the tortured souls of the Devereux family to the vengeful spirits of those who had met their untimely end within its walls, the mansion's haunted halls bore witness to centuries of sorrow and suffering. As dawn broke and the lockdown was lifted, the explorers emerged from Greystone Hall, their minds reeling from the horrors they had witnessed. Though they had survived their encounter with the supernatural, the memory of Lady Evelyn's ghostly form would haunt them for the rest of their days, a chilling reminder of the darkness that lurked within the heart of Greystone Hall. Story number 3, The Haunting of Hollowbrook Manor. Deep within the mist-shrouded forests of Hollowbrook Manor stood as a silent sentinel, its crumbling facade a testament to the passage of time. Once the grand estate of the enigmatic Hollowbrook family, the mansion had long since fallen into disrepair, its halls haunted by the restless spirits of its past inhabitants. Legend had it that Hollowbrook Manor was cursed from its very inception, its dark history steeped in tragedy and sorrow. From the mysterious disappearance of the Hollowbrook family patriarch to the untimely deaths of those who dared to call the mansion home, the estate had earned a reputation as one of the most haunted places in the region. Among the most chilling tales was that of the Lady in White, a ghostly apparition said to wander the halls of Hollowbrook Manor in search of her lost love. According to legend, the Lady in White was once a servant girl who had fallen in love with the heir to the Hollowbrook estate, only to be betrayed by his family and cast out into the cold embrace of the forest. Heartbroken and alone, the servant girl vowed revenge upon the Hollowbrook family, cursing their name for all eternity. Since that fateful night, the Lady in White's ghostly presence had been seen wandering the halls of Hollowbrook Manor, her mournful wails echoing through the empty corridors. Determined to uncover the truth behind the legend, a team of paranormal investigators embarked on a journey into the heart of Hollowbrook Manor, armed with cameras, EVP recorders, and a steadfast resolve. As they crossed the threshold into the mansion's decaying halls, an oppressive silence descended upon them, broken only by the sound of their own footsteps echoing through the empty rooms. With each passing moment, the investigators delved deeper into the mysteries of Hollowbrook Manor, their senses on high alert for any sign of paranormal activity. Shadows danced in the flickering candlelight, and strange whispers echoed through the empty halls, sending shivers down their spines. Suddenly, a chill wind swept through the mansion, extinguishing their candles and plunging the room into darkness. With trembling hands, the investigators fumbled for their flashlights, their hearts pounding in their chests as they braced themselves for the encounter that awaited them. As they ventured deeper into the mansion, they were met with the chilling apparition of the Lady in White, her ethereal form bathed in an otherworldly glow. With hollow eyes and a mournful wail, she beckoned them closer, her spectral presence a haunting reminder of the tragedy that had befallen Hollowbrook Manor. With each encounter, the investigators pieced together the tragic history of Hollowbrook Manor, uncovering the dark secrets that lay buried beneath its crumbling facade. From the tortured souls of the Hollowbrook family to the vengeful spirits of those who had met their untimely end within its walls, the mansion's haunted halls bore witness to centuries of sorrow and suffering. As dawn broke and the lockdown was lifted, the investigators emerged from Hollowbrook Manor, their minds reeling from the horrors they had witnessed. Though they had survived their encounter with the supernatural, the memory of the Lady in White's ghostly form would haunt them for the rest of their days, a chilling reminder of the darkness that lurked within the heart of Hollowbrook Manor.